Alright, today's lesson is on evaluating expressions. So we have a few steps we're going to go over first. First one we want to do is write your expression every single time. Then we're going to go ahead and substitute any values we have. And we're going to solve using order of operations last. So our first one is we have evaluate k plus -9 for each value of k. Now because we're including positives and negatives in here, we always want to make sure we use our integer rules. Those will not be going away. They will be included in quite a bit this year in a lot of things we're doing. So we have evaluate k plus -8 for each value of k. So I'm going to go ahead and actually write k plus -8. Right? Substitute in my k, which is 5, and I have 5 plus -9. Alright, I have different symbols, so I'm going to go ahead and make sure I subtract. So I have 9 minus 5 is 4, and then I notice that my 9 is the bigger number than my 5, which means it is a -4 would be my answer. Alright, let's try number 2. K equals -2. I'm going to write down again k plus -9. I'm going to plug in my -2. I notice that my symbols are the same, they're both negatives. So I'm going to add my two numbers. 2 plus 9 is 11. And because they're both negative, I need to make sure I include my negative in my answer. So -11 is my answer. And lastly, we have k equals 14. So I have write k plus -9. Include plug my k in, so 14 plus -9. And notice that they are different symbols. One's a negative, one's a positive. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract the two numbers. 14 minus 9 is 5. And then 14 is the bigger number over 9, and that's positive, so my answer is going to stay positive. Okay. So I have a few out here for us. We have 4x minus 3. There's really no reason to rewrite this one because I can work from below it if I need to, but make sure you write in your notes 4x minus 3. So I'm going to go ahead and do 4 times 2 minus 3. Using my order operations, I'm going to make sure I multiply first. So I'm going to do 4 times 2 is 8. And they're both positive. And then minus 3. And then 8 minus 3 is 5. Very easy. Alright, number 5. 5x squared plus 3x. 4x is equal to -3. So this one I'm going to rewrite just because it'll be easier. It's a little bit bigger. So 5x squared plus 3x. Let's go ahead and plug this in. So 5 times -3 squared plus 3 times -3. Now the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is my exponent. So I'm going to do -3 times -3, okay, and that is equal to 9. So remember I have two negatives. If I cross those two negatives, I have a positive, so it's a positive 9. 3 times 3. Bring down my 5. And plus 3 times -3. Next step, I'm going to go ahead and multiply these. 5 times 9 is 45. Do plus, and then 3 times -3. I have a positive and a negative, which means I know my answer is going to be a negative. 3 times 3 is 9, so -9. Now I have 45 plus -9. I notice that they are different. I have a positive and a negative, so I'm going to subtract the two. So 45 minus 9 is 36, and then 45 is bigger than 9, so it's a positive. So 36 is my answer. Alright, what I'd like you to go ahead and do now is follow those steps. Looks like there's about 5 different problems for you to do. Make sure you write down your original original expression, and then go ahead and make sure you plug in the different values for k and the different values for x down there at the bottom. Alright, see how we did here. Number 1, you should have got an answer of 3. Number 2 should have been 10. Number 3 should have been 0. Number 4 was -30. Make sure you go ahead and do your triangle with the positives and negatives so you make sure you include that correctly. And number 5, we got an answer of 332.